Welcome to Property Cat. Today we are going to see about property investment. I am putting a series of videos with respect to property investment. It is on our playlist. Today we are going to discuss about the due diligence. So before investing a property, what are all the 10 secrets we supposed to take care? So the property type could be an apartment, it could be a retail shop in a mall, or it can be a commercial tech park space or office space or any other property investments. This applies to almost all the property types. It can be a residential, commercial, industrial, etc. and agriculture, different types of property types. And the target audience is for property investors and tenants who are interested in investing in property. So this is the topic we are discussing. So the first one is set the goal. So I have seen customers coming to my office and they say that I want to invest my property for my child. They are very young, they're studying in the school and they want to invest in a property so that when they grow to a certain stage, they for an education purpose, or it can be a marriage related expenses or higher studies in abroad. So they are planning at the beginning itself. See, this is one objective. I see this as a goal so that they can go in the right direction and invest in the property. So there are some owners coming to my office saying that they want for investment purpose. So they want some rental income. For example, one of my customer in US, they want to invest in an apartment that gives a monthly income to their parents. They are living in India. They want that rental income to be given to my parents so that they don't have to depend every month, to send money from, abroad to their parents. So what I do is I help them to buy that property and put it on the rent and manage that property. See, we do property management service mainly for traveling guys and NRIs, those who are not in Bangalore, but their property is here. So we take a letting rights and provide end-to-end service. End-to-end service meaning right from the taking of the property and managing that, meaning renting out that property, move in, move out, inspection, painting services, whatever property related work with respect to the owner. On behalf of owner, we do it for them. So they are not here; they are in a different time zone. For them, it is difficult to manage by them sitting in a remote place. So we rent out that property, generate a revenue from that. So that money, that means that rent, we collect the rent and credit in their parents' account. So that owners invested in a property, the money also saved, and it over a period of time, this gives an appreciation, and parallelly it helps to the parents. So this is the one of my customer story, which will resonate with many of investors who is going to invest. So this is one objective. But first, we should be very clear on the goal, why we are investing it. If we are able to measure it, it's really great. For example, if you are investing some 60 lakhs property, so over a period of, for example, it will be after 5 years or 8 years, this will give me that 90 lakhs revenue. So which is 30 lakhs profit over a period of 8 years. So on top of that, this gives you generating the rent also. So this kind of a clear goal, we should be very clear. So appreciation, renting purpose, or a child, for future requirement. So that is the goal we should set first and investor property. So second one is the financial projection. After 8 years, each year wise, what is this gives a return on investment. So we should give an approximate projection year on year so that our investment, it is on safe. So considering that there are some downtrends, for example, economy, recession, corona, some backup plan, keeping that in mind, we should have a clear projection. So for example, an EMI, say I'm taking a loan of 40 lakhs. If you look at it after 15 years or 12 years of the loan period, you will be land up paying around 90 lakhs. So the property loan is 40 lakhs, At the end of 15th year, if you see that calculation, you will be land up paying around 90 lakhs. So we should consider the appreciation potential year on year and the rental income and other operating expenses. For example, one tenant coming, going, there are certain wear and tear, management fees, all the aspects we should consider it and come back with the projection. It should be good, reasonable, decent return on investment it should give. Some customers I have, they don't even take the loan, so they directly put that 60 lakhs investment from their savings, maybe in abroad savings, or they are maybe selling a property in another location in India and investing in Bangalore. So they put all the 60 lakhs from their savings. So in that case, there is no loan interest will be paying for example, that 40 lakhs. 50 lakhs is the interest portion over a period of 15 years. So that interest is nowhere incurred for if you don't go for a loan. So you keep that projection. So all those calculation, we should see it. It should give a good, decent amount of return on investment. So that is the second secret. So the third one is research the location. See, the location should be close by corporates, neighborhood. We should see how is the growth potential, whether schools are nearby, connectivity, metro connectivity. So how is the demand supply in that location? For example, in Bangalore, there is a good demand on the East Bangalore side. For example, at Sajapur Road, Velandur, HSR layout, Whitefield, KR-Puram, Marathagalli. See, these are all the areas where giving good return on investment. So that investing on these areas will give additional return on investment. So that's why we should research the location, how over a period of long time this particular location will give a return or appreciation. So this is the third secret. So the fourth one is, when you decide a property, you should visit personally, see the structure of the property, any issues or any deviation in the property. See, generally in Bangalore, there are some builders, G+3 is the approved floors you can have. They may be building one more floor above that. G+4, they build it. So which is the top floor is a deviation property. So when you choose the property, you should make sure that there is no deviation in that particular property and you are not selecting the deviating the property. See, of course, there are certain regularization, some government rules are there, but generally we recommend not to go for any deviation properties. Go for some branded, some good, decent location. Even if you pay premium payment of 10% extra to the brand, we suggest you go for that, so that you don't need to worry about any future. Even if you want to sell it, it is easy to sell it. So we suggest to go for that. And good, ventilated, what are all the amenities, any children taking care, how does that, it helps for a children play, grows to school, appreciation. So all the aspect you should see and see the physically and decide the property. So fifth one is the environment due diligence. So this is something like, is that property coming close to the lake, or is that topography of that location is not that good, soil was not that good, either any traffic is smoke where consistently that smoke, traffic, vehicle. So it will give some health hazards. To avoid that, we should keep track of these things also before deciding the property. So it should be, end of the day, it should be a healthy living and happy living. So the next one is the legal due diligence. So we should see that particular property is legally, cleared. Any title related issues or any, lawsuits being filed on that particular property. All the documents are clear, like occupancy certificate or, commencement certificate from the authorities, government authorities, or they are holding for some reason, some betterment charge they have not paid, then they'll hold the title transfer documents. So any such things were not done. Proper building plan approval happened. And is there any deviation beyond the approval plan? Did they make any additional floors? Or they mention in some on the document and actually physically there will be different square feet. is there any legal issues? We should be very clear and make sure that there is no legal issues in that property. Consult with the proper lawyer who gives the clear opinion about the property and make sure that absolutely there is no issues, because these things will disturb our life a lot. So better not to go for any litigation related properties. So the next one is, you should see suppose if you are traveling to another place, maybe in Mumbai or Delhi from Bangalore to or in abroad, how do you manage these properties sitting in a remote? So you should look for an alternate option. Suppose if I go for an abroad, I have somebody who is reliable, who take care of my property, part of property management. So this is our core services. And this is where we do help to the many NRIs. And so we are managing many properties on NRI and we generate revenue and give them a rent credit on their account. So that is our core services. On top of that, we do investment, to different types of property, help them to invest in property and sell the property. So that also we are doing it. And we do also for a plot related sale also. So even investors can go for a plot also instead of an apartment or a villa. So they can go for plot also, where the management aspects are little lesser compared to an apartment. But it won't give any monthly return, but you have to wait for at least 2 to 3 years minimum to convert that particular plot and sell it and generate a revenue from that. Definitely, it is not a loss-making option, even if you go for a plot-related investment. So, but only thing is you have to wait for some time to see some return on investment. And seek that professional help for us, as we are the property managers, we help them, many of the investors like that. Wherever you choose a location, you look for some expert help, consult with them and take a decision. Don't try to go through some newspaper or some online information and go into the investing such properties. Consult somebody who is near to the property you selected and try to get their feedback, or other colleagues or other owners who invested in that property for quite some time, and did they get some return, and what is the feedback, or put in community and see their feedback and decide, so that you don't see any surprises later. The next document, whatever in this entire journey, whatever you come across, all those things you should properly document. All the communication with the builder or a legal opinion or any other document you are executing, for example, construction agreement with the builder, or the price you agree in negotiation, what is the deal, any discounts, all the aspects you keep capture all those things. Why I'm telling is, sometimes suppose in case if any litigation we are coming into future, so that all these things will help, so that you documented everything, so that the even developer or whoever you talk to them, so you will be on a safer side. You don't need to worry even if you go for a legal suit. And final point is that that exit strategy. Suppose if you're investing some XYZ property, for example, even a commercial, so how do you exit? So you should have a clear plan before deciding to put money into that property. How do you exit? Suppose if I want to sell it after 5 years, how easy is to sell it? Whether I need to difficult to put this in so many portals, and I have to coordinate with so many people, or I'm going with somebody who is one-stop solution, where I give the property, they do everything for me. See, like this kind of strategy also you should be having in mind before going and investing it. So that is how it reduces your pain on the specific problem like the sale. So even if you want to go for another property investment, this is going to help. So where not only one, multiple property investments. I have customers who invested multiple properties. So they are very clear. And before going only, this is the property, I'm going to sell it on this year. And this property, I'm going to retain it. This property, I'm going to put it in on rent. So like that, we should be very clear strategy so that you don't see any difficulty when you sell it. Particularly if you go for a branded property, easy to sell it. Suppose if you go for an unbranded or a smaller society where 30, 40 flats, unbranded, not maintained properly, for smaller amount of difference, I have my customers who tend to go there and try to invest there and try to struggle. See, initially they're not seeing that. They go and for a time being, now I am looking, it is within my budget, I'm investing it. They don't see that long-term view, so that, they don't hit a problem when they try to sell it. Because the job is not permanent, and business, they have to travel a different place. It's not that one place always they can stay. So that they should be very carefully see these things and invest. So these are all the 10 secrets, I suggest to see before deciding into any property investment. So this is our vision mission. So this is what we are doing it, and mainly for traveling OCIs, NRIs, or remote owners whose property we take care and manage that property. That is our core services. On top of that, we do buy, sell, and rent properties also. So this is the book I am writing. It is going on. So it has still a lot of content I need to put it, and I am going to release that soon, and more on this will release in our social media. Thank you for watching, and if you have any other help required, please ping us on this number. We will help you on further investments. Thank you. Bye.